Got some dumpster dive action for you. Vintage Vulture, the early days when I was trying to start scrapvulture.com, which was a failure. I changed my name to VidVulture. This is an experiment. I have started a new channel called Trash Master. 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I started putting out videos, and they're absolutely awful. Well, I guess it depends on how you're looking at it. It's basically an experiment at this time. I thought maybe I'd make them premiere videos where I can sit with the audience and talk about the early days of my YouTube early days. I had another vehicle before this one, long before this one. As you can see, this one's already tore up. A little different mount on the box there, and see the helmet down there. That's my original camera I started YouTubing with. Unfortunately, I deleted forever a lot of my early videos because I didn't get very many views, and I just left the ones that got a lot of views after like a year or two. So I regret doing that. If you're out there, maybe you want to take them off your channel. I would suggest, if you're a YouTuber out there, don't delete them forever. Just make them public or unlisted, or I mean private or unlisted. See that helmet down there? That's a Canon Walmart special. I used it for a few videos. I put a SD card in it that had too much memory. You know what? Actually, I got that camera from scratching lottery tickets, or not scratching lottery, but scratching used lottery tickets out of a few different gas stations around here. I took the old lottery tickets, and I was going to buy, I think I was going to buy a big LCD TV or flat screen TV, but I kind of faded out of that, and I had a bunch of points built up. So I was like, what can I get? And I got this camera, and that's kind of how I got into YouTube. So it's kind of an interesting story. That piece of junk camera on top of that helmet there is kind of part of the story. I mean, there's a couple different reasons how I got into YouTube. I was trying to start a website, but this camera on that helmet is kind of the original thing, as well as I wanted to figure out a couple things about scrapping and copper wire. I found a fellow named Moose Scrapper out there. When I got into YouTube back in 2016, there was only a couple dumpster dive channels. Dumpster Marcus, the Bearded Diver, the Speedy Diver, and I think maybe Mom the eBayer. I don't think there was a whole lot of others out there. There was others out there that had made those kind of videos, but I don't think there was very many other channels out there that were routinely making those videos. So I know I get some kind of rude and mean comments from some people time to time, and that's understandable. I understand sometimes, you're not talking to a person, you're just talking to a keyboard and a screen in front of your face. And I find myself maybe doing that inadvertently myself. That's kind of a strange thing, isn't it? With social media, we wouldn't really say that in a social setting, right? Can you imagine some of the comments you see? A group of people standing over here having a conversation, and some total stranger walks up and goes, "Well, I think your product's a total piece of garbage," for no reason, right? that's that's I'd like to see like maybe a play or maybe a movie script or something made out of that kind of material, right? Social media, just people having a conversation in a normal social setting, like at a restaurant or something, and the waiter or waitress comes up and just, you know what I mean? Gives one of those rude, terrible, awful, just total degrading comments that you see on social media. That, if you're out there Saturday Night Live, that might be a skit for you. Okay, so this Canon garbage camera I have here, I got it from the state lottery. Actually, now I got to think about this. 5 years ago, got this from the state lottery. It was a package. It was an SD card, a camera, camera mount, which is still on my helmet. Actually, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Bag, some, it's a whole kit, right? And the card they gave me was a 8 gigabyte card, and then I read the instructions for the camera, and it said, "Do not insert above a 4 gigabyte memory card in this camera, or it'll malfunction." But the kit that I got had an 8 in it, so I thought, well, maybe that doesn't matter. So I put the 8 in it after like a day or two, and the 8 fried it, man. It got super hot, and I have a habit of testing stuff, temperature or wet or dry. I have a habit of touching it to like my lip or my cheek, right? So I took that camera. I thought it felt kind of hot, and I touched around the SD card slot. It's metal, right? And the metal was scalding, and I burned my lip with it. So I was going to hold on to that camera just for nostalgia, but I actually sent it in for $100 rebate on the GoPro 8, which was a good move. But I kind of wish I would have held on to that piece of junk just for holding on to stuff. Okay, so as you can see, there is a lot to talk about, and this might be kind of interesting for a lot of people. I don't think anyone has probably seen these videos. That's part of the reason why I'm releasing this new channel. Hey, look at it. I got a subscriber. Look at that. That's unbelievable. I got a subscriber. 12 views. Look at it. This is about I launched this about 2 hours ago. That's exciting stuff. What do you think? So for any of you YouTubers out there that might be watching, no matter what your niche is, you can see, if you want to subscribe and watch this channel, you can see how bad my videos are, and you can see how much better they got over time and what I learned. This might be a good channel for you, no matter what you're in. If you're a lady, you want to do makeup. If you're a young lady, you want to do clothes. There's a multitude of different things out there, right? All kinds of different niches you can get into, but it's all basically the same thing on YouTube, right? You get in and you just start pumping out videos. So I probably have about 1,000 videos, and very few people have seen the early ones. So this is an experiment. It may fail. I don't know, but 1,000 videos, give or take. If I publish even starting back at the first one, which is this one you see right here on the screen, if I start there, and even if I publish one every single day, it would take was it 3 years to just catch up to where I am now. If I publish one every 2 days, it'd take 5-6 years, give or take. So it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. It's just gonna live or die depending on how you, the viewers, want to look at it. So these are my first videos. As you can see, there will be one over time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. The vehicle you see in my videos today is the 4th vehicle after this one. There was one before this, but anyways, let's get to it. Let's fire this up. I'm using a Canon handheld Walmart special. It's actually a really nice camera for taking like pictures for eBay and zooming in from long distance. It's got a good zoom lens. It's like $170 Canon I bought at Walmart, and the Canon handheld I have that you see right now is actually a good camera. Not really for what I'm doing here. The Canon camera on my helmet is a piece of junk. I have 2 different cameras here. I don't think I showed the one on my helmet. In the coming videos, I have like one or two from that original action camera Canon mounted on top of my helmet before it burned out. When I put that big memory card in there, it burned the camera out. I said it burned my lip. It also totally fried the camera. I don't think I said that. This is a 10-minute video. I'm just going to let it run here for a couple minutes. See how it was in the very, very beginning. This is the auction house dumpster. Some of you may remember this place. It was a honey hole. Turn the volume up. I thought that might be silver. Stainless steel. See that green dart? I used to use those darts. They're magnetic dartboard darts. They made great little magnets for this. I could throw them and stuff. It was pretty cool. I don't got a whole lot of that on video. I might have to reinstate the dart magnet. What do you think? See those shoes I'm wearing? When I first started doing it, the first year or so, me and Taco Stacks. I don't know if you ever watched Taco Stacks YouTube channel. We had the same shoes, and I'd get done watching my videos on autoplay and it'd skip to his, and I thought I was watching myself, but I'd be like, what neighborhood am I in? Right? What? See those yellow laces, the yellow shoes? Taco Stacks had either that exact model or something extremely similar. And I know other people were getting me and Taco Stacks confused back in those days, right? That's kind of. I think people still get me confused with other scrappers. Like I see people talking about, oh, you're playing that guitar again, and I don't know where those comments are coming from because I've never played the guitar. I have no idea how to play a guitar. It's interesting. It's interesting. It makes a lot of sense. There's that camera on my helmet. See that? It makes a lot of sense. I get comments. I have no idea what people are talking about sometimes. I think they're on autoplay, and a video will skip from channel to channel, and they'll be on a different channel, right? I remember one comment. I think they got me and Tucker Upper confused, and someone was dogging him about being a surfer or something on the East Coast or something, and it was on my channel. I was looking at it, I was like, what are you talking about? Look at that. See that seat on a motorcycle used to get wet like a sponge. This is a long time ago. Sheesh. It's kind of neat watching this myself. How I've evolved, how my systems evolved, the things I've learned, right? I would never allow a broken seat like that to gather water and get my butt wet, right? These days, I just simply would not allow that to happen. That is pretty good. So as you can see from the early days, I had a affinity for catching these sunsets we got around here. Look at that one. That's just amazing. That's one thing I've always had from obviously from the very first days. I still do that, don't I? It's hard to ignore, right? Lots of people don't look up anymore these days. Y'all should be looking up more often, maybe. There it is. Okay, so this channel is Trash Master. The link's in the description. I got Oscar the Grouch. Hopefully, I don't get sued for having someone's artwork on there. Let me know if you like this idea or if you don't like this idea. Let me know maybe when you started watching, and maybe it would be a good idea for me to stop making these videos. Like I'm at about 900 to 1,000. I'm not exactly sure. It's close. Got to be close to 1,000 videos. 200 a year at least. It's got to be close to 1,000. So let me know where would be a good point for me to maybe stop this channel, or maybe it could just keep going if I only publish every 3 or 4 days. Or let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this, and looking forward to seeing what you think about it. As always, thanks for watching.